Welcome to this week's Brightspeed WHIG TV High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. It is the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week. Good evening and welcome to the Brightspeed WHIG TV High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Wes Bradshaw, joined this week by the legend himself, Richard Sarmiento. And for the first time this season, we come to you from Rocky Mount High School, home of the Griffons. As for the second time this year, we see Jason Battle's Rocky Mount Griffons. And for the second time this season, we see them as they take on Chris Lee's Nash Central Bulldogs. Richard, it's been a while since we've seen these two. A lot of things have changed. We saw Rocky Mount in the opening game of the season, a 30-0 loss to Tarboro. Since then, their fortunes have turned around some. A brutal early season schedule for Rocky Mount. They find themselves at 2-3. Nash Central at 3-2 overall, but two really, really tight losses. Richard, hopefully we've got a good football game on our hands tonight.
We sure should, because this is a big rivalry here, and tonight the crowd's going to be out. Everybody's going to be into it. They're going to play hard. Both teams are going to want to win tonight for sure, if nothing all, just for being able to brag against their friendships. But I'll tell you what, after seeing the opening day shutout, like you mentioned, you know, Rocky Mount has improved. Mm-hmm. Nash Central disappointed us when we saw them against Southwest in a home game over there at Nash Central. The Bulldogs didn't play up to par that night and, of course, took a loss. So tonight is big for both teams.
That it is, but then you look at Nash Central a couple of weeks ago, a game we were scheduled to do that got moved on us. We weren't able to make it out there. They played Southern Nash to a near draw. Southern Nash, with that explosive offense that we've seen this year, taken to the limit by Nash Central. Eventually, Nash Central falling 28-25, I believe was our final score on that one. This is a tough Nash Central team. Both teams are going to want to run the football. It is going to be about who is tougher up front tonight.
A big thing at play tonight also is neither team has been able to put a two-game winning streak this year so far. But tonight they're both coming in off of a win. So one of those two teams is going to win their second game in a row tonight. And you know that factors into decisions that they're going to make.
Not only that, this is a conference game for both teams. Rocky Mount sitting at 1-0 in the Big East Conference. Nash Central at 1-1. So this is a big football game for both teams. Rocky Mount trying to remain undefeated, trying to remain in the conference championship race. They know they're going to have their hands full with Northern Nash and Southern Nash coming up. Nash Central, they have shown themselves thus far to potentially be the cream of the crop of the 2A teams, but there is a very good Roanoke Rapids team also sitting at 1-1 that Nash Central has in their rearview mirror. Folks, big thanks to tonight's game sponsors, JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Trade It, Don Bullock Chevrolet, our friends at Golden Corral, and of course, Nash Community College. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff right here on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week, WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more of those baby back ribs?
I want to be a director now. Let's try a scene where you go get your own. And action.
And cut.
A lot of drama on this set.
Action.
And cut.
Maybe I'll just go get wings for everybody.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shop Small. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Trade It is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shop Small with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shop Small.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
And we welcome everyone back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Wes Bradshaw, Richard Sarmiento bringing you the action tonight from Griffon Stadium, home of the Rocky Mount Griffons. Rocky Mount going to be kicking it off to start the game. And here we go. The deep boot will go into the end zone. And we will see this Nash Central offense come out onto the field. And Richard, without a doubt, the man of the moment for Nash Central wears number 19 on his back. They've got him listed as the Rocket. James Rogers, one of the most explosive players you will see in this area.
And we've seen it. We've seen it already this season. A big thing for me tonight, Wes, is very impressed from the get-go with the field. This is my first exposure to the new Rocky Mount field, and it is a beauty.
Great looking field, great looking facility. The Griffons looking to get a win. Winston Lee looking to throw. He's going deep. He's got him on the sideline. It will be incomplete. Lee was looking for Josiah Jones down the sideline, overthrew him. And
interesting to come out with a pass to start the game. Very interesting.
I do not dislike that though. You know, everyone's keying on James Rogers. Hey, give him something to think about at least.
Absolutely.
Can't let them just pin their ears back and come for the run. All right, Central setting up. Jones is the wide man. And there's the handoff going left side. And that will be, let's see who that was who comes up. That wasn't Rogers on the carry. I got to get a number when he pops up.
Not able to spot that one.
Believe that may have been number 5, David Porter on the carry for Nash Central.
It's third down.
And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Split out wide to the right is Oliver Bellholm. They've got 2 receivers out to the left, Lee in shotgun, and something went wrong there on the motion. There's the throw out into the flat. Not able to get there is Malik Pittman, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And we did not see Rogers on that first series.
The run is stopped by number 40, Jack McKellar. 4th down.
All right, so let's see what happens going forward. Nash Central, 4th down, and we'll call that a long 2. They're going to bring out the punt team.
A perfect night for football, Wes.
Oh, you are not kidding. Braxton Sykes will be the punter. There's Rocky Mount setting up. They're thinking there could be a fake on this. Central having to run a player on late. Rocky Mount, both their deep men are up as deep safeties. And Sykes up with it. He'll punt it away. There will not be a return. Good punt for Braxton Sykes. Oh, it takes a Central bounce.
Beautiful bounce there.
And that works out perfectly for the Bulldogs. They will pin Rocky Mount back at the 22-yard line to get it started. And we will see the Rocky Mount offense come out. Looks they are led by their quarterback. Well, let's see who's going to come out and play quarterback.
Should be Beasley, no?
I think it will be. That's right. It'll be number 6, Alex Beasley. Beasley, not much passing on the season. 3 completions in 23 attempts. We'll say this, of those 3 completions, 2 have gone for touchdowns.
Well, they need to do that tonight. They need to change it up. Otherwise the Nash Central defense is going to know what's coming every play.
This is a Griffon team. They rely on that running game. And on first down, it's a number 4, Zion Harris, the junior running back with the carry up the middle. He takes it behind his left guard. He'll pick up about 6 yards on the play. He'll bring up second down for the Griffons.
Zion Harris on the carry for the Griffons. Second down.
You know it's a big game when you see Jim Green on the sidelines.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Griffon's going to line up a stack formation on the right side. There's only one DB out there. And Beasley, it's going to be a quick throw out. Caught, not caught. Oh, an incomplete pass.
Wes, he looked up right before securing that football and therefore drops it.
Sakarian Mitchell and Rich Rocky Mount had the mismatch on the outside. There was one guy on 2 players. If Mitchell holds onto that football, he's got a blocker ahead. At the least, they're picking up a first down.
Yep, a lot of daylight in front of him.
And that hurts, for Beasley, who, is not having a great year throwing the football. Give him an easy catch and make something happen. Get the confidence going. Instead, now it's 3rd down and 5. Hand off right side. That's Silver. Hi-ho, Silver away. Isaiah Silver on that carry. And Silver's going to pick up about 4 yards. Ooh, Rich, they are close. And Beasley is heading back out there. Jason Battle, I think he realizes he's got a good shot here. Do the numbers tell you to go for it? That is what Rocky Mount is going to do. They're going to go for it early, 4th down.
Big gamble here deep in their territory. This could come back to haunt them.
Keeper, Beasley fires his way forward. He's definitely got the first down and more. A big first down for the Griffons. That first down brought to you by JR's Maintenance.
You know what I like about that play, Wes? There was no hesitation on Beasley's part. Took the snap and immediately looked for the hole. No hesitation, not letting the defense bundle them up.
That's exactly what you got to do. Offensive line, get that initial push. You only need a yard. Just let the young man do his job. First down, Griffons. Ball on the 39-yard line. And there's a mistake there. Silver trying to get outside. Isaiah Silver is fortunate to only lose a couple of yards on that play. That looked like it was going to blow up quickly.
Yeah. Broken play there on the handoff.
And as we hit the 9-minute mark in the first quarter, we have no score on the Brightspeed scoreboard. Let's Brightspeed switch to the bright side with Brightspeed. Folks, here in just a moment, we're going to hit those other sponsors. Great group of sponsors in tonight's game. Beasley under center, Rocky Mount tight, man in motion. Mitchell tries to find some running room. He's going to get back near the initial line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
And it'll bring up 3rd and long for Rocky Mount. So, Rich, as we talked about, Rocky Mount, not much of a throwing team. You've got 3rd and long. It is pretty much 3rd and 10 right now. Do you go to the air? Do you pound it on the ground and punt it away and let your defense do some work? Decision for Jason Battle. It'll be a play fake and a halfback screen. They come back and going over the 45, up near the 50, and a fantastic play call. Tavoris Parker takes it on the halfback screen. Richard, they had everybody moving one way. Beasley comes back against the pressure, finds his running back. This time his man holds onto the football, finds his way forward, and a huge JR's maintenance first down.
Well, coming into this game, you told me that there was only 3 passes completed by the Griffons. That play can get you yardage every single time if they can pull it off.
Absolutely. If you run that play right, and Rocky Mount just did, that is a nice pickup. And Rocky Mount having to run someone on late. And there is a complete mismatch on the outside. Oh, there was no one on it. Handoff up the middle. Jaden Haney was out on the left. There was not a player within 30 yards of him. If Beasley had seen it, gone to a quick pass, Rocky Mount was going to sit in the end zone. I don't know if that was a mistake. What happened there?
It's still a nice opening drive right now.
It is, and that was still a nice pickup of 6 yards. I don't mean to pass up on the good play that did happen. It's just there was a monster gain on the outside. A couple times now Rocky Mount has had shots. Second down and 4, man in motion. Handoff is to number 8, Tyleek Harrell. Harrell, a good-looking running back, 5'11", 190 pounds.
Number 8, Tyleek Harrell on the carry for the Griffons.
He may have lost a yard.
Third down.
And it'll be 3rd down and 5, Richard. Another 3rd down coming up for the Griffons. As we approach the 6-minute mark of the first quarter, no score on the Brightspeed scoreboard. Split out wide to the right for Rocky Mount. That is Isaiah Chavis. Man in motion is Silver. Toss sweep. Silver looking for some running room. Silver's in all kinds of trouble. Stays on his feet, but he is going to lose about 4 yards on that carry.
Silver on the carry for the Griffons.
And finally with that, Nash Central will get this Rocky Mount offense off the field.
The line didn't respond with a block on the right side to open up the lane for the running back to go through, so he was jammed up right from the start.
Yeah, Silver did not have a chance on that one. Christian Buck on to punt it away. Folks, Rocky Mount takes up a good chunk of this first quarter, folks. By the time this ball's punted, we're going to be near the 5-minute mark. Deep man for Central is Nate Wiggins, the junior. And Buck. Good punt by Christian Buck. That's going to take a bounce. That's going to die. Wiggins going to have to come up with it. Wiggins is up with it. He splits 2 tackles, and finally he's hit back at the 18-yard line. Folks, we are going to take a quick first quarter break. 4:56 to go in the first quarter on the Brightspeed Game of the Week. It's Rocky Mount 0, Nash Central 0. We'll be right back on the Game of the Week. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small. Traded is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Traded and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Traded is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shop Small with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
Folks, we welcome everyone back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Big thanks to tonight's game sponsors, JR's Maintenance, the Small Shop Small and Traded, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, and of course, Nash Community College. Handoff going right side. There's James Rogers. Rogers into the secondary, and eventually he lost his own footing. A huge pickup on first down by the Rocket, James Rogers. And Richard, aptly, that nickname is given.
Absolutely.
By James Rogers, first down.
All right, Rogers out to the 40-yard line, first down and 10, a JR's Maintenance first down for Nash Central. Rogers coming into this ball game averaging about 6 yards a carry, and Rogers, no, that's not Rogers, check it, folks. That is Kamarian Spell kicking it out to the right side. Spell with a nice pickup.
Second down.
And a gain of 7 on the play. But it's coming into this game, Rogers, 6 touchdowns. He's got 332 yards on the season. 56 carries. Hasn't been quite as explosive as what we expected, but he can go when it's time to go. Handoff to Malik Pittman. Pittman, it looks like from our angle, he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Third down.
So third down coming up, and he will be. We have a Bulldog down on the play.
Official timeout on the field.
And folks, they're going to come out and talk to the players. So we're going to swing it over and let you take a look at the scoreboard real quick. Folks, we're going to run down those game sponsors. This game has been so fast and furious, we have not had a chance to do that. But a big thanks to tonight's sponsors, JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services, proud supporter of all of our student athletes, the Small Shop Small and Traded, 2916 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmar building. Locally owned shops such as the bookstore, game store, and computer store, all inside Traded, also located in the small shops, and also in Wilson at 1326 Ward Boulevard, your home for buy, sell, trade. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Nash Community College, your go-to spot for top-notch education and training in Nash County. Their award-winning faculty is here to provide you with the skills you need to land that dream job, switch careers, or earn your high school diploma. Spring registration opens October 21st at Nash Community College. And, of course, Richard, I mean,
the place to be.
We can't forget Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard. The only one for everyone. Baby back ribs, chicken wings. Folks, if you're just joining us, I'm going to tell you more about those later. But check out Golden Corral as Nash Central back on the ball. Handoff, that's Rogers looking for running room. Rogers turns the outside. He'll have the first down. He'll be into Rocky Mountain territory out to the 46-yard line. And it's a JR's Maintenance first down for the Bulldogs.
On that last
Ball on the 46-yard.
series before this first down here, 3 straight runs by the Bulldogs with 3 different running backs. So they don't want the defense to key in on the Rocket.
They've spread it around, folks, and they've got more guys that you haven't seen carry the ball yet that will carry the ball at times. Winston Lee looking to throw. He's going deep. He will overthrow his receiver. And once again, they were looking for Jones streaking down the sideline. Rocky Mount had it well covered. Pair of defensive backs back there for the Griffons. And it will bring up a second down. I don't mind this Nash Central taking shots on first down. It's, like we said, it's one way to keep Rocky Mount honest. Keep them from being able to just load up everybody inside the box.
Winston was a little too quick on that. You know, he had a little bit more time to let the receiver take the advantage over the cornerback there.
Yep, had a chance to give his receiver a chance. It's a handoff, ball's on the ground, and Central. No, it looks like Rocky Mount may have come up with it. I thought the Central runner had fallen back on his own ball. There's a Rocky Mount player coming out holding the football.
The official may call it down on the other side.
Wow. Oh, they're going to keep it in the hands of Nash Central. Machias Lee Jones, the defensive tackle, came out of the scrum with the football. There wasn't even really a scrum. He just came out with the ball, but they're going to say, I believe it was David Porter fumbled the ball but fell on it. They're going to call it down, so a gain of 3 actually for Porter.
We did see him fall on it. So my guess is that the
called it down.
Yeah, they called it down, and then the Rocky Mount player just stole the ball away after it was already blown dead. Because we could see he landed on the ball.
Right, and Jason Battle is very unhappy about it. He has taken a timeout and is over talking to the official now. I don't know really what that's going to change, but Jason Battle is definitely not happy with it. Rich, we told the people we were going to tell them more about Golden Corral, the place to be, the only one for everyone, each night on the buffet, Rich. I know you've been hitting this recently.
I'm hitting it once a week at the Golden Corral.
They basically know you by this point. All you can eat barbecue baby back ribs.
Absolutely.
3 different types of chicken wings. I have heard tell that when you show up, they bring out a 4th kind of chicken wing. It's a secret Colombian recipe.
That's the best. That's the best.
That's got to be the best. And they only send that to the Sarmiento table. You and Brother David, I'm sure, putting them to shame when you guys show up. But anyway, folks, check out our good friends at Golden Corral. You know they've got it for everybody.
Big third down here.
It is, and Jones taking off going. It's going to be a false start against Central, so let's clap 5 onto there. Now, Rich, I will tell you, there is no world that a wide receiver should be taking off before the ball snapped. Your job is to watch the football until it gets snapped. Don't worry about a snap count. Don't listen to anything. When the ball moves, you go with it.
Not only that, but he took off immediately. I mean, they didn't even have a chance to.
He did. No one was really said. I don't know what he was thinking.
I didn't even hear the first hut. And off he goes.
So we're now sitting 3rd and we'll call this 12. Rocky Mount and inside handoff drop behind the line of scrimmage. And number 11, Machias Lee Jones, who felt he had that fumble earlier, comes up with the tackle for loss. Folks, it's Spell trying to take the jet sweep around right side. And a loss on the play and 4th down coming up. All right, so the last time we had a 4th down, Rocky Mount did not send a deep man for a punt return. And they ended up getting burned for about 15 extra yards on the bounce. So this time they will have a deep man. Braxton Sykes had a beautiful punt earlier.
Number 2, Jaden Haney back to receive for the...
Jaden Haney will be the deep man. There's the snap. Rocky Mount's coming for it.
Oh, he should have dove for it. He would have blocked it.
Ball takes a bounce, and Haney just lets it bounce. It'll be down at the 10-yard line. Folks, Tavoris Parker had almost a free run off the edge. It seemed like he was right there, but did not decide not to lay out for it. Sykes gets a good punt. They completely flip the field, and with 1:55 remaining in the first quarter on the Bright Speed scoreboard, no score. Rocky Mount has the ball back. And Richard, watching Alex Beasley jog out there, he is visibly favoring that left leg. I don't know what's going on with the young man. We'll have to definitely keep an eye on that going forward. Griffons have a stable of running backs who can carry the load in this ball game. I don't know, maybe if Beasley was injured earlier on his run and handoff up the middle, that's not going much of anywhere.
He's definitely limping. He's coming here towards the sideline, of course, to talk to Coach Battle to get the next play, but you obviously see a very, very pronounced limp.
And if Beasley's hurting that bad, once again, this is a guy who's not really tearing it up with his arm this season. If he's limping that bad, he's not going to give you anything in the run game.
No.
So you're basically playing 11 on 10 at that point. All right, clock runs, minute 20 remaining first quarter. No score here at Griffon Stadium. Second down, Griffon's lost a yard on that. Second 11, handoff up the middle. That's not going anywhere. Nash Central all over it. And it'll bring up third down. They lost another yard on that play.
He's not even able to plant, so I don't see that he's going to go to the air either. He's just going to potentially just hand off as quick as possible and get out of the way.
And if you know that all the quarterback's going to do is hand the football off, there's not much keeping you deep. At this point, you can run a route all you want if it's not going to do anything. Griffons do have one split out wide to the right. Who knows? Beasley could be deacon us. He could be deacon all of us, Rich. And no, I don't think he's deacon anybody. Handoff, though, that is a nice run by number 8, Tyleek Harrell. And he actually looked worse coming out of that.
Right. From the looks of it, it's a situation where he'd have to come out of the game. I mean, he's actually he's not just limping. He's now lifting that leg and trying to put no weight on that leg. We've got a clear vantage point right here in front of us at the moment, and you can tell the young man is hurting.
All right, let's see if Rocky Mountain is going to run out this quarter. They can do it. No, we've got a stoppage on the field from the referee.
First quarter is over.
Okay, that is going to end the first quarter, folks. So we have one quarter of play here in the books. No score from Griffon Stadium. They'll switch sides of the field. Big thanks to tonight's game sponsors: JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Trade It, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, Nash Community College. All right, folks, it has been a battle of the running games here in the first quarter. No one has found the end zone yet. Let's see what the second quarter brings. We'll be right back with second quarter action on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week, WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
Negra, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more of those baby back ribs?
I want to be a director now. Let's try a scene where you go get your own. And action.
And cut.
A lot of drama on this set.
Action.
And cut.
Maybe I'll just go get wings for everybody.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Traded is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings, all at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shops Mall with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
Rocky Mount and Nash Central. Griffin's going to punt it away to start the second quarter. A booming punt from Christian Buck. And folks, Wiggins fielded that ball but was falling when he did. So as soon as he touched it, ball was down.
With no run back.
A nice boot by Buck. And that's going to get them back into Central territory, but Central still starts off with good field position, ball at the 46-yard line. Rich, it has been a battle of the running games thus far. Neither team shown much inclination to be able to throw the football.
And both coaches knew that going in, so we'll see if they change here in the second quarter and change it up just a bit. You don't want to keep to the same ground constantly, or your defense is just going to hone in on it.
And handoff, James Rogers. Rogers tackled as he goes across the line. He'll get a gain on it. Tavares Parker grabbing the ankle, bringing him down.
On the stop for the rebound. Second down.
Wow, Rogers ended up getting a better gain than I thought he was going to. Ends up picking up a good 3 yards on the play. Second down. Winston Lee under center. He'll turn around. It'll be Rogers again. This time, Rogers going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. And coming up on him once again, it was Parker and Machias Lee Jones. And loss of a yard on the play. Bring up third down and 8 as we're about a minute into the second quarter. No score on the Brightspeed scoreboard.
I'd like to see him go to the screens. You know, those screen passes are successful, but I'm not sure he's got enough time in the pocket, though. It seems like the pocket collapses very quickly.
We saw Rocky Mount pull off a nice one earlier in the ball game. Since then, no one's tried one. And here you go, quick out ball, but that is going nowhere. Central going to lose ground as they try to get it out to David Porter. Excuse me, not Porter. That was Malik Pittman.
Harrison in on the stop for the Griffons. Fourth down.
For the Griffons, Denari Harrison, the big defensive end, is one of the first guys out there knocking it down. It'll be fourth down, and that will bring out Braxton Sykes and the punt team. Haney is the deep man for Rocky Mount.
Jaden Haney back to receive for the Griffons.
Both teams have had excellent punts tonight.
That they have. The punting game's been on point for both of them.
So otherwise, that's the reason there's no points on the board yet.
You know, Christian Buck did a great job of getting at least as much yardage as he could out of his punt, and now Sykes is just working trying to pin Rocky Mount as deep as possible. And another nice punt from Sykes. Haney bounces. He's still got it. Haney has some room on the right side. Haney gets to the sideline. Haney's over the 40. Haney near midfield, and he'll be taken down. No flags on the play, and a fantastic punt return. Richard, you could say, we've got, folks, we've got some extracurricular activity down on the sideline. Jason Battle trying to get his blue-clad Griffons away from everything. I don't see a flag, which honestly, I don't have a problem letting them play a little bit. There's going to be emotion in this ball game, but you've got to keep it under control. That could have been a big turner for Rocky Mount.
And the officials have to be leery of the fact that this is a big rivalry. So this is not the only skirmish we're going to see tonight. Now, there's no flag on the field, but they are discussing something here, so we may end up seeing a flag thrown after.
Let's see.
Play.
Looks like we
Now
might have a quick talk. Okay.
Jason Battle basically telling the white hat that he's got his team under control.
All right, we're gonna play football, folks. Haney,
Very impressed with the run because he fumbled it.
He did
on the punt.
Kept his wits about him. That entire right side was walled off by Griffon defenders. That was a great run back by Haney. And now Rocky Mount has the ball at the 50. Toss sweep left side. That's Parker trying to get outside. He does get outside. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the carry.
Tavares Parker on the carry for the Griffon.
Richard, the way that punt return set up, all you could see down this right side was a wall of blue jerseys. And you just knew if Haney could just hold on to the football, he had running room. And instead of pinning Rocky Mount deep, the Griffons able to flip the field. And with 9:10 left to go in the first half, we have no score but Rocky Mount in Central Territory. And it's Beasley still out there. And he looks like he's moving a little better at this time. Under center, he'll take quick throw. Oh! It was looking for a quick slant to Silver.
Silver didn't have a chance to look back.
And
the throw was behind him anyway.
It was thrown behind him. So Beasley not limping quite as bad, but he's still definitely not 100% out there. It'll be third down. And now as he gets jogging, we see that limp a little more. And Rich, like you said earlier, he's unable to plant and step into a throw right now. I think Rocky Mount tried to catch Central napping, but third down and 6 for Rocky Mount. And we're going to respot the football. All right, 8:52. Beasley. Quick. Folks, okay, incomplete pass. Beasley tried to throw it. It was swatted away at the line. They were trying to have that quick out pass to the receiver. Couldn't even get it out. Central was all over that play. And it'll bring up fourth down, and it'll bring up Christian Buck. Now his turn to answer in the battle of the punters. Rocky Mount unable to take advantage. Well, folks, now Buck is coming off the field. Jason Battle might be rolling the dice here. He's sending Beasley back out.
Yeah, Beasley was headed straight for the bench and figured they were automatically going to punt. And Coach Battle said, no, you're going back out there.
Well, sometimes, Rich, you look at the statistics. You see, is this worth going for it on this down? Rocky Mount's determined it is. They've got 3 wide, man in motion. And Beasley in trouble. Beasley has to keep it. Beasley's in all kinds of trouble. He's going to lose about 5 yards on the play. I have no idea what that play was supposed to be.
No, and you certainly wouldn't have wanted Beasley to run the ball with the fact that he's already hurting.
Bulldogs take over first and 10.
Griffons lose a chunk of yardage on it, and now Central has the ball in Rocky Mount territory. But that is a disastrous fourth down play. Lee, handoff, right side, trying to get some running room, not able to as Kamarian Spell. Once again, Tavares Parker, the middle linebacker for Rocky Mount, right there to make a play. Loss of 2. And it'll bring up second down and 12 as we approach the 8-minute mark of the first half. No score on the Bright Speed scoreboard between Rocky Mount and Nash Central. Lee, handoff, that's Rogers. Rogers bulls his way forward past the original line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard on that. So actually it'll be a gain of about 3 yards on the carry. And they'll bring up third down and 9.
Number 40, Jack McKellar, and number 5, Jalen Williams.
Jack McKellar on that tackle. And Jalen Williams, the other linebacker, getting to it. And it's third down.
Third down.
Folks, Rocky Mount defensively have looked somewhat stout tonight in this ballgame. Against what we assumed to be a little more high-powered Central offense. And it looks like Chris Lee wants to talk it over. He is going to take a timeout. And, folks, we're going to take that timeout with them. 7:14 to go in the second quarter. No score on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard. The only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Trade It is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shops Mall with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
And welcome back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week, WHIG TV. Wes Bradshaw, Richard Sarmiento. It's Griffon Stadium. It's 3rd and 8, 7:14 to go in the second quarter. Man, bad snap. Lee up with it. Lee controls it. He's going downfield. He's got a man. Overthrown. It's intercepted. And come out the other way. That's Isaiah Silver. Silver knows how to run in the open field. Silver gets a block. Silver on his horse. Hi ho, Silver away. He'll be knocked out of bounds in Bulldog territory.
Isaiah Silver on the interception for the
And a great catch and return. Rich, that is exactly the man Rocky Mount wanted the ball in his hands. Isaiah Silver is a dynamic open field runner as a running back. When he got some blocks ahead of him coming back on the defensive side, huge play, huge momentum shift back to Rocky Mount, and now the Griffons have their best chance, their best look offensively.
Very impressed with how he tracked that football coming out of Winston Lee's arm, and knew it was overthrown, stayed with it, but the angle that he took back for the run back was absolutely
After about 3 steps, he was calling out blockers, and that's when you knew you had something coming back. All right, Griffon's out there. Beasley, he's still limping, heading out to play. Ball on the 36-yard line. Beasley adjusting his running back.
Best field position for the Griffons, so we'll see if they can Get it into the end zone here.
Toss sweep coming around right side, looking for running room, not getting any of it. Huge play by Tyzee Arrington.
I'm not seeing any O-line blocking whatsoever. I mean, they're in the backfield right after the snap.
On the first drive of the game, Rocky Mount was opening some holes, giving their running backs a chance. Right now, that's a huge 8-yard loss on first down when you've got great field position. It's almost like, why are you trying to hit the outside at that point? But that's it. Like you said, Rich, they're not getting any push up the middle. Exactly. They're not getting any blocking to the outside. Nash Central is swarming defensively. Fake. Beasley looking to throw. He's going downfield. He's got a man. That ball is incomplete. At the last second, Sakarian Mitchell had it in his hands. Unable to bring it down. Great job by Jaquan Morris, the defensive back. Richard Mitchell had that ball coming down. Morris did a great job, knocked it loose, and so close to a big play for Rocky Mount, but instead it is now 3rd and 18, and they have their backs against the wall once again.
A good defensive play when the defensive back puts his hand in between the arms of the receiver who's just caught the ball. Boom, knock it out before they hit the ground. Referee was right on top of it. Very nice throw, though, by Beasley.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Good-looking throw. Mitchell had his chance to make a play, unable to reel it in, and now Rocky Mount 3rd and 18. And I think Jason Battle wants to talk to his quarterback, wants to talk to his team about what we're going to do here. All right, time on the field, 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Big thanks to tonight's game sponsors, JR Maintenance, Commercial Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Reach the Small Shops Mall and Trade It. Folks, if you need everything under one roof, you want to go shopping, but you don't want to have to run all around Rocky Mount to do it, head to Small Shops Mall and Trade It. Locally owned shops such as a bookstore, game store, computer store, all inside 2916 Sunset Avenue. And folks, if you want to play the old style, you want to barter. Rich, I want to barter for this. Well, you got Trade It right there, located inside the small shops. Also at 1326 Ward Boulevard, if you need to do some Wilson bartering. Buy, sell, or trade. Small Shops Mall and Trade It. Don Bullock Chevrolet in Rocky Mount, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard, doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Of course, our friends at Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, Rocky Mount, the only one for everyone. Don't forget, folks, weekend breakfast buffet is fantastic. And, of course, Nash Community College, your go-to spot for top-notch education and training in Nash County. Award-winning faculty is there to provide you with the skills you need to land that dream job, switch careers, or earn your high school diploma. Rich, you might find a 15th job out of there. You never know. Spring registration.
I'll take it.
Folks, Rich is jotting this down as hard as he can. Beasley, 3rd and 18, pocket collapses, he throws. Oh, off the hands of David Porter. Porter, if he comes up with that, he's got running room going the other way. Beasley had a receiver breaking, but Rich, like you said a couple of times, that pocket fell apart quickly. Beasley could not step into that throw. He had Silver, but unable to get enough oomph there to get it to him. And Rocky Mount is fortunate they bring out Christian Buck to punt this one away. 5:55 to go in the second quarter. We have no score. Nate Wiggins, the deep man.
We've seen more punts tonight than we have seen passes.
The punts have been a lot better.
We're playing to a stalemate at the moment.
Buck puts this up, another really nice punt. That's going to take a good bounce for Rocky Mount. It will die just inside the 20. And with that, Rocky Mount flips the field, and now Nash Central has a long way to go for their turn. 5:46 remaining first half. No score between the Griffons and the Bulldogs.
On the 16-yard line.
So last week, these two teams scored 34 points and 42 points in their games last week. We're approaching halftime, and we've got no score.
Here we go. Handoff going right side. That's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. And once again, number 11, Machias Lee Jones is having himself a night here in the first half.
Machias Jones on the stop for the Griffons.
Loss of about 3 on the play. Will bring up second down. Richard, both teams trying to probe with the running game, but both defenses are stepping up to the task. Second down and 15 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Oh, Central catches Rocky Mountain to switch. Toss sweep going right side. It doesn't matter. Excuse me, going left side. They get back to the line of scrimmage. Plus a yard on that. 6-yard gain. And Richard, Central almost able to bust something there. Kamarian spell. Rocky Mount was quick to recover, but they caught them in a defensive shift.
With any of the Griffon sponsors who are here tonight, please meet Coach Gainey down on the track. Any of the Griffon
3rd down and 8.
Please meet Coach Gainey down on the track. Near the field house.
Snap, high snap, lean, looks to throw, complete. And McKellar was out there on the play. It looks like Central is going to have enough for the first down. I believe that was Porter on the receiving end of it. And it will be. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, they are going to move the sticks.
It sure looked like it from here.
I thought he had it. All right, so that moves the sticks. 4:08. This is JR's maintenance first down. We haven't had many of those tonight. Winston Lee did a good job of recovering. Handoff. That's not going much of anywhere. Rocky Mount very active among the front line. Folks, McKellar in on that one, as is Amarian Dance, the linebacker.
For the Griffons, number 22, Amarian Dance.
I guess we should have suspected that this would be a defensive battle because last week Nash Central didn't give up any points and Rocky Mount only gave up 7. So that's what we're seeing right now is a defensive battle.
And inside handoff, looking to the outside. Good job of blocking by Central. And that ball came loose, but Rocky Mount unable to get to it. And that was David Porter. Great backside blocking by Nash Central, able to open that up. And that's one of the biggest gains of the night we've seen in the ballgame from either side. Big pickup moves the sticks, 3:21 to go in the second quarter. We have no score, ball out to the 46-yard line.
After the run, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 46-yard line.
Handoff going right side. That's going nowhere. A spell is going to be dropped behind the line.
Number 5, Jalen Williams in on the.
Jalen Williams, the senior linebacker, coming up, making the hit, and a big loss. That's going to be about a 6-yard loss on the play.
Both teams are suffering from the O-line not being able to do the job.
Little Griffons out on the track. Y'all show them some appreciation.
Richard, the Lions have had their problems, but I'll tell you, both teams' linebacking cores have been just flying to the football tonight. I've been really impressed with the linebacker play. Quick throw, Lee caught, and that's going to be back near the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be a gain of 6 on the play for Central.
Zion Harris.
Zion Harris with the tackle for Rocky Mount. Quick throw out by Winston Lee. They've gotten a few of those, but Rocky Mount, the tackling has been good. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Folks, 2 minutes. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. Central 4 wide. They have a single running back. Lee takes it. Quick throw out. It is caught. And this time slipping out of a tackle is number 15, Liam Kopf. And Richard, just as I was talking about the good tackling tonight, Kopf able to slide out of a tackle and get a big pickup on 3rd and long. Oh, wait. Believe there is a flag down on the play. Central is coming backwards. Usually if the offense is walking back, you know what it's going to be. The flag came up quickly, but it was out.
Offense. Step in the right.
I didn't hear the
no
announced
idea
call.
what the call was.
Offense, something, and then he stopped. It looks like they might not be quite sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the little Griffons that are on the back tonight.
Well, folks, all I can tell you is it was a penalty against Nash Central. I never saw a signal for the penalty.
Thank you, Dennis. Done a wonderful job.
Folks, they have the microphone at Rocky Mount, but the back feed.
The flag.
Folks, I don't know if it was holding down the field, but folks, it does negate the first down. They'll replay third down, so it's going to be 3rd and 7, under 2 to go. And high snap, Lee, quick throw, caught, and that should be enough for the first down.
Very nice pass
Jones
there by Lee.
out on the outside. And Richard, it looks like Nash Central starting to take advantage of this soft Griffon zone. Winston Lee just has to get the ball out quickly. He's got receivers running underneath.
He's doing it. His pass is very quick.
JR's maintenance first down.
He's got no choice because the pocket's going to collapse quickly, so he's instantly shooting that ball out in the direction of the receiver.
And quick handoff, that's Rogers. He's going absolutely nowhere, about a yard on the play. And we've got a late flag coming up, Richard. Are we going to get, I think this is going to be the extracurricular activity. McKellar was in there for the stop. And folks, the only thing right now that Rocky Mount can do to hurt themselves are pick up unnecessary penalties, and this looks like we're going to get one of them.
Personal foul. Defense.
And McKellar picks up the personal foul. It looked like after he tackled Rogers, it looked like Rogers was starting to get up. McKellar put a hand and pushed him back to the ground. Richard, that is as unnecessary as it comes.
I didn't hear him call it on. I thought he said number 4.
He said 40 out there. McKellar made the tackle.
Is
and then
McKellar
like
42 or 40?
Down. McKellar is 40. So, folks, a 15-yard penalty. And suddenly now Central in striking distance. Quick throw. Almost intercepted. Silver was coming up on it. Richard, if Isaiah Silver picks that football, no one's touching him going the other way.
And he knew it, too. He was looking to go to the house.
Second down.
Folks, it was a quick throw from Lee looking for Liam Kopf. That's the exact play they got the big gain on earlier in this drive. This time, Rocky Mount ready for it. It'll bring up second down. Quick handoff. Rogers slips 1. Rogers slips 2. James Rogers in the secondary. He's still on his feet, and Rogers finally tackled around the 10-yard line. Parker was coming behind to get him. It is a JR's maintenance first down. And for the first time tonight, James Rogers finds some running space.
He made some beautiful cuts there, too.
Oh, yeah. That kid is a video game player.
Picked up an extra 15 yards just on the 2 cuts.
All right, clock runs. We are inside a minute remaining. First down and goal for Nash Central. Ball at the 9-yard line. Lee handoff. That is Porter. Porter fires forward. Waiting for a signal. And I don't think they're giving it to him. Okay, they do. That is as lax a touchdown calls I've ever seen. Put 6 on the board, Bulldog fans. That is a Nash Central touchdown. David Porter from 9 yards out, and Nash Central strike late in the first half. Braxton Sykes on to attempt the extra point.
That was certainly a delayed touchdown call, though.
I still never saw him give me the touchdown call out there. If he did, it was a very lackadaisical one. Sykes, kick is up. It is good. 37 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nash Central finally break through on the stalemate on the Brightspeed scoreboard. Nash Central 7, Rocky Mount 0. And Richard, Rocky Mount has no one but themselves to blame on that drive. That 15-yard penalty turned what was going to be 3rd and long into an automatic first down and gave Nash Central all the breathing room they needed.
Teams have to minimize the penalties. They have to.
In a tight game where you know you can't really count on your offense, you can't have your defense giving things away. Folks, big thanks to tonight's game sponsors: JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Trade It, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, and of course, Nash Community College. Richard, quickly coming up on halftime, this ball game has been dominated by the run game. It has been dominated by the defenses. Nash Central getting the first, they draw first blood in this ball game. Folks, the Griffons will get the ball to start the second half, something to keep in mind. They've got to figure something out offensively, though. All right, Central going to kick it off. Sykes booms this one downfield, and I believe Nash Central was offside on the kickoff. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Somebody took off a little early. It's a 5-yard penalty, and they will re-kick. 37 seconds remaining in the quarter. Well, 37 seconds remaining in the half. And let's try this again. Thought 10 was close to being offside again. Rocky Mount up with it. And looking for some running room. Losing his footing will be Jalen Williams. Believe that? No, that wasn't Williams. Excuse me. That was Sakarian Mitchell.
Number 3, Sakarian Mitchell on the run back for the Griffons.
And Rocky Mount will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Let's see what Jason Battle wants to do. Central a pair of timeouts. Rocky Mount can run out this clock. Just put the ball in a playmaker's hand, just see if you can break something. Right now, Central a 7-0 lead. Inside handoff, looking for running room. Not going to find much is Isaiah Silver.
Run by number 20, Isaiah Silver. Mr. Joe Bell, can you meet Coach Gamey by the field house? Mr. Joe Bell, can you meet Coach Gamey by the field house?
And looks like Rocky Mount wants. They can let this last 10 seconds run off. 4, 3, 2. All right, folks, that is going to do it as we hit halftime here on the Game of the Week. Big thanks to tonight's game sponsors. Once again, JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Trade It, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, Nash Community College. Richard, it was a defense-dominated first half. Nash Central got the offense rolling near the end of the first half. The short passing game, a bad Rocky Mount penalty, an electric run from James Rogers, and then Central finds pay dirt. And the Bulldogs lead it 7-0 as we go to the half. Folks, we're going to take our quick halftime break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter kickoff for you. And we'll do it all right here on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more of those baby back ribs?
I want to be a director now. Let's try a scene where you go get your own. And action.
And cut.
A lot of drama on this set.
Action.
And cut.
Maybe I'll just go get wings for everybody.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small. Traded is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Traded and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Traded is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shop Small with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
And we welcome everyone back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Wes Bradshaw, Richard Sarmiento bringing you the action tonight from Griffon Stadium, the campus of Rocky Mount High School, home of the Rocky Mount Griffons. And at halftime, the Griffons trail the Nash Central Bulldogs by a score of 7-0. Richard, it was a defensive stalemate early. Nash Central mixing in a short passing game with an outstanding run from Rocket Rogers late in the half, able to get themselves on the board. But Richard, if anybody wants to put points up in the second half, someone had to make some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, the Rocky Mount's going to come back out. It looks like Beasley will be coming back out. Hopefully whatever it was that was ailing him at halftime was taken care of, because they'll need to put the ball in the air. Nash Central, in their 3 victories this year so far, with a 3-2 record, have shutouts in all 3 of those victories. So here we are at the half, Rocky Mount being shut out again by the Bulldog defense.
Mitchell loses that ball. That ball is still loose. Woo, folks, Rocky Mount lucky to come up with it. Rocky Mount adjusted. They saw it was going to be a mortar kick. They adjusted up for it, but Mitchell never saw the ball go into his hands. He was very fortunate to be able to recover that football. Griffons will have the ball on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think Nash Central is going to up their game in the second half as well. You know, they're coming out here confident, even though they only have 7 on the board, but they're coming out here with confidence after shutting out Rocky Mount for the first half.
Well, at this point, they've got the feel. What's Rocky Mount going to do to score on us? Right? You've got to feel good right now if you're Nash Central. All right, Griffon shift. Here we go. And handoff up the middle. There's a decent push up front. Rocky Mount pushing forward. And our ball carrier is number 8. That's Tyleek Harrell. And the 5'11", 190-pound junior pushes the, they're going to adjust that even more. That's a 6-yard gain on first down. I'll bring up a second down there, Richard, if Rocky Mount can start moving forward like that. Maybe that opens up the playbook a little bit, but the Griffons have to try to establish something. And first down and more up near the 40-yard line. And once again, that is Harold on the carry.
Harold on the carry for the Griffons.
And that time, Rich, a nice hole for Harold to run through. He hit it quickly and gets the big gainer. And Rocky Mount in business. They're up to the 40-yard line.
They opened up the game, also with their first drive. That was a good drive. So we'll see if they can continue that here to start the second half.
Man in motion, handoff once again up the middle, and Tavares Parker. Parker breaking a tackle. Parker still his feet. Parker breaks another one. Parker going for it, and he will be all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And Richard Rocky Mount coming out in the second half like a house on fire.
And he blew through that line instantly. I mean, there was nothing the defense could do to stop him right there.
Ball spot on the 7-yard line, and Richard for a drive that started off looking like nothing was going to happen. Rocky Mountain has ripped off run, big run, big run. Ball to 6. Let's see if the Griffons can make Central pay. Handoff. And Harold, that was Parker again, I believe. He gets up to the 5-yard line.
Got an injured Bulldog going off the field.
And looks like that young man will make it to the sideline, so we're not going to have to stop play.
No, but he dropped as soon as he got to the sideline. That's going to be number 59, Jaden Whitaker, the defensive tackle.
Well, the top tackle's out for the Bulldogs. Let's see how that affects. And Beasley hands that off up the middle. And on the carry, Griffin's going to be down to about the 3-yard line. They pick up another couple. And it'll bring up third down and goal for Rocky Mount. Well, let's put this on the 4-yard line.
Sakarian Mitchell on the carry for the Griffons.
Little Sakarian Mitchell on the carry.
And goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
And obviously this is going to be fourth down territory for them if they don't make it here on the third down.
Absolutely. Anthony Fields, the big tight end, checking in 6'3", 190-pounder. That's going to be you figure that's going to be for blocking purposes. Folks, in the backfield, you've got Tyleek Harrell, who's got some big hard-earned yards on this drive. And handoff going around right side. Rocky Mount will be short. I believe they're going to be at about the 2-yard line. And I believe that was Silver on the carry.
Coach Battle calling for a field goal here. So he definitely wants to put points on the board.
That he does. They will bring out Christian Buck.
Christian Buck set to do the field goal.
Coach Buck definitely with the boom foot to do this.
Apparently Coach Battle did not like those 3 running plays and didn't have faith in doing it on fourth down. Get some points on the board.
Hold, kick on the way. Buck, he's got the distance. It is good. Put 3 on the board, Griffon fans. That is a Rocky Mount field goal. And the Griffons are off the schneid tonight. 8:39 remaining in the third quarter on the Brightspeed scoreboard. Nash Central 7, Rocky Mount 3. Folks, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with more third quarter action on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard. The only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small. Traded is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Traded and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Traded is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shop Small with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Traded and Small Shop Small.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
And welcome back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Rocky Mount is on the board to start the second half. They trail Nash Central by a score of 7-3. Wes Bradshaw, Richard Sarmiento bringing you the Game of the Week from Rocky Mount High School in this Big East battle. And there's a bouncer up with it, looking for running room and not going to find too much of it. Was Elijah Dunn, the return man. Rocky Mount doing a good job of remaining in their lanes. And now Nash Central a chance to answer. The Griffons take the opening drive of the second half. Down the field, they put a field goal on the board, and Central will start out at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And Ridge, let's see if Central sticks to some of that short passing game that was finding them yards and space late in the first half. Lee under center. He's got one man out to his left. That's Jones. Handoff. And not much running room for James Rogers. That ball may have come out. Rich, that ball came out. Let's see who they say has it. Rocky Mount coaches it, and the Griffons come up with it, a turnover. And Richard, there, your momentum continues now in Rocky Mount's favor. Now, Rich, it looks like there's a flag back near the 30-yard line on the opposite side of the field. I don't know if that's a flag or if that's somebody's.
That doesn't look like a flag. It's a flag.
Okay. We'll just say that's something out of somebody's back pocket, I guess. And all I saw was something laying on the ground. I had to ask. I had to ask that question, Richard. All right, ball at the 29-yard line. Rocky Mount. They've got the momentum. Can they keep it going? Beasley, it's a fake. Beasley, play action. Beasley's got a man. He's wide open. Overthrows the receiver. Rich, he had Jalen. It looks like Jalen Williams. Is that number?
Just slightly overthrown there.
Believe that was number 5 out on the route. It was number 5, Jalen Williams. He was out there. He had about 5-yard clearance, but that ball hung up on Beasley. And a chance at a big play falls just out of the reach of Williams. Second down coming up.
This is a big spot for the Griffons to cash in on that fumble.
Harrell, the man in the backfield. It'll be Harrell. Harrell goes to the left side. Harrell's got running room. He's got the first down and more. Harrell cuts inside. He comes back out of stiff arm. And he'll be down inside the 5-yard line.
Number 8, Tyler Carroll on the carry for the Griffons.
And Tylee Carroll has the hot hand in the second half for Rocky Mount.
Gets the crowd into it now, so this is a great momentum shift for the Griffons to come out here in the second half after being shut out in the first half. They're looking terrific right now.
This is a big moment in this football game. Ball is at the 4-yard line, first and goal. So they have brought in some extra blockers. McKellar in the game. And direct snap to Silver. Silver goes right side. Silver puts his head down, goes forward. I believe he is going to be about a yard shy of the end zone, down to the 1-yard line.
Silver on the carry for the Griffons. Second and goal, ball on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, personally, if I'm Jason Battle, I am snapping it right back to Silver again. Last season, Isaiah Silver had to play a lot of quarterback for the Griffons. He is used to having the ball in his hands. And folks, I think Jason Battle wants to talk about it. He does not want to lose this opportunity. We have got a timeout. All right, folks, we have a timeout on the field, 7:17 to go here in the third quarter. Rich, let's take a quick look at the conference standings as we are a couple of weeks down to Big East play for some teams. Southern Nash sitting at the top by virtue of their 2-0 record. Northern Nash sitting right there at 1-0. Rocky Mount at 1-0. So we do have a conference battle right now for that top spot. Rocky Mount trying to keep their names in it. Of course, big games coming up against both Northern and Southern for the Griffons. Nash Central right now is your top-ranked 2A team in the conference at 1-1. A big one for them tonight. Roanoke Rapids also at 1-1. Franklinton at 0-2. Blunt at 0-2. So this is a big football game as we kick off the month of October. Second down and goal from the 1. It is Silver. Silver on the keeper. Silver sees the end zone. Puts 6 on the board. Griffon fans. That's a Rocky Mount touchdown. Isaiah Silver from a yard out. And the Griffons, for the first time tonight, have the lead over the Nash Central Bulldogs.
Now I go back, West, to the decision of kicking the field goal. That was rewarding the team for the drive that they had, even though they got stopped at the 2-yard line. Now they get the ball back on that fumble, and they've taken a big advantage of it, which to take the lead here, coming off a shutout in the first half.
Absolutely. Bucks extra point is up. It is good. 7:12 to go in the third quarter. This ballgame has been flipped on its head. Rocky Mount looked like they had no chance coming out of halftime, and instead they have put 10 points on the board. They lead the Nash Central Bulldogs 10-7 on the Bright Speed scoreboard. And Richard, old Mo is a heck of a guy, isn't he? And he switches sides when he feels like it. And right now, he is parked on the sideline in blue and gold.
And certainly he's got the fans into it now. The cheerleaders are doing their thing. Home crowd, big crowd, under the lights Friday night. You know the Griffons are going to want this Mo to continue right till the final whistle.
And now for Nash Central, you're coming off your defense being gashed on back-to-back drives, your offense putting the football on the ground, your best player, James Rogers, putting the ball on the ground on the last drive. How does Nash Central respond? Because this is a really big drive now for the Bulldogs. They need something positive. Even if they don't get points, they need something positive to happen on this drive. Buck boots it deep. It's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Folks, big thanks to tonight's game sponsors, JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Traded, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Nash Community College, and Rich. We'd be remiss if we didn't tell everyone about the place where you can go for all you can eat. Barbecue, baby back ribs, for 3 different types of wings on the buffet every night. That's Golden Corral, folks. That is Golden Corral.
I'll tell you what, Wes. For our viewers, a special I'm going to throw out tonight.
Start it out, folks. Hold on to your horses. Let's see this play. Rogers up in the middle. Nice carry.
I go to the Golden Corral once a week.
Once a week.
If any of our viewers see me in the Golden Corral and let me know that they saw this advertisement of the baby back ribs, they'll be on me that day.
You heard that, folks. Folks, you heard it, and you only hear it right here. We're not advertising. We're not putting this on the X or on the Facebook or on Rich's sweet Instagram page, where he is a massive influencer, as we know. Folks, you can only get that right here. Catch Rich. Maybe it gets you some baby backs. Rogers to the outside. Rogers explodes around the edge. He's going to have the JR's maintenance first down. He'll be out over the 40-yard line. And Richard, now the Nash Central Bulldogs are saying, all right, Rocky Mount, we've taken your punch. Here comes our punch. Let's see if you can take it.
And they do seem to have the advantage that they can both run and pass. Winston's already thrown some good passes in the first half. A couple times for first downs, so we should see a good drive here.
Rogers around right side. James Rogers is so stinking fast. That young man just explodes around the end when he gets there. He's so fast. I understand why they call him the Rocket. This big man Logan Horton, the freshman defensive tackle, he's getting off the field. Big guys don't usually move like that. He lost his shoe, and he was still moving that quickly getting off the field. Good job, young man. Hand off left side. That's going nowhere. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. That was Rogers on the carry. He was met by Jalen Williams. No gain on second down to bring up third down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Number 5, Jalen Williams, in on the stop for the Griffons. Third down.
Big third down play. Here we go. Josiah Jones split out wide to the right. And handoff. Rogers diving forward. Let's see where that ball gets spotted. Rich.
I'm looking for a first down.
On the
yes.
outside. They got it. Okay. I thought for a moment they were going to spot him about half a yard short, but the line judge on the outside came in, got him over to the 49 and said, come on, chain crew, follow me. Here we go. And Rocky Mount getting caught in a switch. And handoff to the right side, and David Porter with the carry. Folks, once again, the big man, Logan Horton, got caught in the switch. He had to sprint off again. Big guys do not like sprinting that much, Rich. I can tell you that from experience.
7 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Rocky Mount, a pair of freshman defensive tackles tonight.
Ball is on the 40.
And the young man, Horton, and number 35, Isaiah Moore, they have held their own against this Central offensive line. And off. And a gain of about 4 yards on the carry will bring up third down. And I want to say our ball carrier there once again was David Porter, the sophomore running back from Nash Central.
Third down for the Bulldogs.
It'll bring up third down. Bulldogs quickly to the line. They are lining it up. They are not waiting too long. It's a little like Porter is having to get his helmet strapped back up. Hand off. Rogers is stopped in the backfield. And a flag comes in late.
Most likely a face mask. What do you think?
Oh, it's going to be a face mask call. Oh, man, that hurts for Rocky Mount. The Griffons come up with a big third down stop.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
5-yard penalty, but it is a first down. And Richard, that one hurts for Rocky Mount because they had them stopped.
Sure. And, you know, the old saying, football games, baseball games, they're lost on mistakes and errors. Penalties.
Lost in the margins. Or when Pete Alonso hits an absolute rocket.
That was a spectacular, miraculous, amazing Mets win last night.
You're literally the first person I thought about when I saw that. I had it on in the background. I heard the announcer go crazy. I stuck my head out and said, "Ooh, Richard's a happy guy right now."
Lifetime Mets fan.
You never know, Rich. Any year you're in, if you get in, it could be the year. You
Yes.
never know. Baseball is beautiful like that, folks. The best team certainly doesn't always win in baseball.
It
or else
certainly
the
doesn't.
Dodgers would have about a dozen World Series at this point. Handoff, Rogers up the middle. Yeah, that's the thing. In football, typically the best team is going to win that championship.
Because the quarterback does so much.
Exactly, the quarterback, and then there's enough consistency. In baseball, you can win 120 games in the regular season. You can be the best regular season team ever, and then suddenly you get cold for a week, and your season is over, and no one knows how. And we all just hope that happens to the Yankees. So anyway.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, 3rd down and 3 coming up for Central. Handoff, Rogers. Rogers, he may have gotten stood up. He is going to be short of the first down yard gain. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and I think without a doubt, Chris Lee is going to look to go for this. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, Rich, the way this game has moved on, all of these possessions become big at this point. 4th down and 3.
Come on, let's get hype for the defense.
Central needs a 1st down. Toss sweep, Rogers trying to get outside. He stopped! He stopped short! A pair of missiles coming on the backfield to Forrest Parker, Zion Harris. They make the play, and a turnover on downs with 1:47 remaining. Richard, that could come back to be a massive play in this football game. Once again, with the way these two teams are running the football, the clock is going. The clock is going.
From the first snap of the second half, Wes, Mojo has been all over the Griffon side.
Here we go. Let's see what Rocky Mount can do offensively. Coming back, ball on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff, looking for running room. I believe that is going to be Harrell again. And Tyleek Harrell. Will pick up about 5 yards on the play. We're a minute and a half remaining in the 3rd quarter.
5 for the Griffon.
Tyleek Harrell has had a really big second half running the football for Rocky Mount. He has been physical. He has made quick decisions, and he has just gone with the flow. The offensive line has opened some holes. Handoff, looking for running room, cutting inside. That's Silver. Silver over the 50. Silver on his horse. Silver over the 40, the 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. And Richard, we just keep saying it in the second half. I don't know what Jason Battle said at halftime. Whatever it was has worked. I don't know if he took a page out of the old Kirby Smart halftime speech, which cannot be played due to not safe for children talk. I don't know if Jason Battle went there, but whatever he said has inspired this Griffon team, and especially his offensive line. Man in motion, that's Harrell. Harrell in the middle, Harrell over the 25. He'll barrel his way down to the 22.
Did he promise the boys Golden Corral? Because they are really smoking right now, just like those baby back ribs.
Folks, they are basting it, just basting it, folks, just basting it.
We do have a Griffon down.
We do have a Griffon down. We have an injury timeout on the field. We will take that injury timeout with them. All right, Griffon lineman able to get off on his own power. That's good to see. We see him walking around the sideline, stretch it out. 2nd and 3 for Rocky Mount. Handoff, that's Harrell. Harrell in the middle. He's got the 1st down. He's up near the 15-yard line.
Harrell on the carry for the Griffon.
And good to see B.J. Williams, the guard who was down injured. He's back in the ballgame for the Griffons. Good to see that young man back in. Rocky Mount, another JR's maintenance 1st down. And the Griffon offense is rocking and rolling. Beasley pulling the strings, but Harrell is carrying the load. He'll get up over the 10, out near about the 8-9 yard line. I believe he's going to be spotted about the 9.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down. Rocky Mount can get a 1st down inside the 5.
That'll be the last play of this 3rd quarter, so The Griffons will take a 10-7 lead going into the fourth quarter.
And a third quarter dominated by Rocky Mount. They're going to throw up the four fingers. They are saying it is time to finish this. Griffons are on the move, and we will take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action momentarily on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
Next up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more of those baby back ribs?
I want to be a director now. Let's try a scene where you go get your own. And action.
And cut.
A lot of drama on this set.
Action.
And cut.
Maybe I'll just go get wings for everybody.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Trade It is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shops Mall with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
And we welcome everyone back on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week on WHIG TV. Wes Bradshaw, Richard Sarmiento coming to you guys from Griffon Stadium as we go to the fourth quarter of tonight's ball game. On the Brightspeed scoreboard, Rocky Mount leads Nash Central by a score of 10-7. Rocky Mount will start the fourth quarter on the Nash Central 9-yard line. It is 2nd down and 4. And in the third quarter, the Griffon machine got rolling, and they have not slowed down. Rocky Mount looking to make this a 2-score ball game. And that's the man who's carried him, number 8, Tyleek Harrell. He will be up over the 5-yard line. He'll be down to the 4, and that is a JR's Maintenance first down.
It's another Griffon first down, first and goal.
And Richard, this running game that looked honestly pretty abject in the first quarter, in the first half, they have come completely alive here in the second half.
What a turnaround, really, from getting shut out in the first half. They may pull a shutout here in the second half themselves and come away with this W.
Look, the only thing I can think of is Jason Battle said, guys who win, we're going to Golden Corral. I mean, there's nothing else I can think of. That's what I would have told him. Beasley under center. Beasley toss sweep at Silver. He corrals it, and Silver going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And Silver may have lost a yard on that.
2nd and goal.
Okay, Richard, now here's my issue with that play call. You've been making your bones, hitting them up the middle, hitting them on the backsides. I'm not trying to get outside. That is too slow developing.
And I'm very surprised that the refs didn't throw the flag there. Looked like there was holding on the outside of that potential sweep.
And that would have really, really put a kink in the Griffon run. All right, so ball at the 6-yard line at 2nd and goal. I'm old-fashioned, folks. I'm just giving Tylee Carroll or Silver the ball and telling him to go. Silver caught in the backfield. He's going down.
Isaiah Silver stopped for a loss in the backfield. 3rd down.
And suddenly Rocky Mount going backwards. And it's going to be 3rd down at the 10-yard line, Richard. So here's the thing. You do have Christian Buck, who has shown you, Christian Buck has plenty of leg from this distance. But when you have 1st and goal at the 4 and a chance to really put some distance in the football game,
you could have put it to 2 scores instead of the 1 now.
Harrell puts his head down. He'll fight for it inside the 10. He'll get to about the 8-yard line, and now decision time for Jason Battle.
Number 8.
And Buck will head out. Richard, here's the only thing that hurts. You can put some points on the board, but a touchdown and extra point still beat you.
Yep, that's why that drive, that stalled there on the 5-yard line and went backwards by about 10 yards is something that could come back to haunt the Griffons.
Either way, if Buck puts this through or whatever happens, Nash Central, that was a massive stop. Bad snap. Buck gets it off. And put 3 on the board, Griffon fans. That's a Rocky Mount field goal. Christian Buck connects on his 2nd field goal of the night. And with 9:04 remaining in the 4th quarter, Rocky Mount extends their lead. They now lead the National Bulldogs 13-7. Richard, you gotta love putting those points on the board, but you were on the doorstep of putting your foot on Nash Central's neck.
Yeah,
Rocky Mount able to do it.
Now you're just holding that slim lead that can disappear quickly.
We know about the explosiveness that Nash Central has. We've seen James Rogers get loose once tonight, but it is there. That's the thing. It is there for that young man. He can bust it out at any moment. And we're going to see going forward how that drive comes back. Will that drive come back to haunt Rocky Mount? And how big of a stop was that for the Nash Central Bulldogs? 9:04 man in the 4th quarter on the Bright Speed scoreboard. Rocky Mount 13, Nash Central 7. And Christian Buck going to be booting it. He will boot it deep, and it'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback. All right, 9:04 Central. They trail it by 6. And Winston Lee will bring his offense back on the field. What's at stake tonight? The Griffons look to go 2-0 on the conference season. They know they've still got some heavy hauling ahead of them in the season, but if you don't start 2-0, you're not going to have a chance to win this conference. Lee starts it off his shotgun. He's got Raj back there with him. Did we not have movement there?
We certainly did have movement, but we saw it from here, but it looks like no flag, so the refs did not see it.
Quick throw and catch to Liam Kopf. How did the side judge not see 2 guys go before the ball ever snapped? Wow. All right, Central catch a break. They pick up 9 on the throw and catch. And here they come. It's Lee. Lee going to throw him down. Throw. Caught. And quickly tackled by Haney. Porter able to reach out, hold on to the football, and it'll be a JR's maintenance 1st down for Nash Central. And Richard, we're seeing Central go back to that quick pass. That's what got them their score late in the 1st half, was setting it up with that quick passing game. and then going to the ground for the big hit from Rogers.
Just got to be sure not to throw the INT here on this drive.
And there's a handoff to Rogers. He's got all kinds of running room. He's going to get taken down. A fortunate tackle by Tavoris Parker. He was the only man keeping Rogers for about 20 more yards at least. It'll be a JR's maintenance first down, but Nash Central has refound a little bit of their groove. Ball on the 48-yard line.
It's beautiful to be able to see both the passing and running game right here on this drive.
Flag on the play, and that's going to be a false start coming up against Nash Central. So a 5-yard penalty. That's the only thing so far that has stopped Nash Central on this drive.
After the penalty, first and 15.
First and 15, under 8. You're in the ball game. 13-7. Rocky Mount leads Central on the Brightspeed scoreboard. And quick fake, quick throw, catch. That's a first down, and Moore still on his feet going forward. Maurice Parker for Nash Central. And the big 6', 180-pound junior on the slant. And Nash Central throwing their way down the field.
As I told you, Wes, that if they trailed, they were going to have to go to the air, and they're doing it successfully.
Central have had issues running the football tonight, but their air attack, the short passing game, is what has gotten them going, and Jason Battle needs a timeout. His defense has got to talk it over. They got to figure something out. 7:49 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 13-7 here on the Game of the Week. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard. The only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Trade It is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shops Mall with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.
Out of the timeout, first down and 10 for the Nash Central Bulldogs. Ball the 35-yard line. They are driving. 7:49 to go, fourth quarter. They trail Rocky Mount 13-7. James Rogers over left side. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the carry. And it'll bring up second down. Central sticking to the ground this time. It has been the quick, short passing game that has gotten Central's drive moving and has them in Griffon territory. And it has been this four-wide set that's given Rocky Mount fits. Lee looking to throw. Lee rolls out. Lee fakes one. He's going to throw this ball away. Really good decision from Winston Lee not to try to force something. He had McKellar coming at him, and it'll bring up third down. All right, Rich, third down. Rocky Mount had that passing play covered very nicely. What does Nash Central come up with in the playbook? Obvious four-down territory at this point.
Third down. Let's get behind the defense.
All right, Lee getting his guys set up. 3rd and 7. Ooh, again, it looked like there was movement. Throw, caught. Folks, I don't think he caught that football. He did not catch it. Porter unable to come up with a catch. Rich, again right there, it looked like early movement from a receiver. No call on it.
And it looked from this angle, it looked like the ball had been caught. You know, right at the first down marker.
684-217 again. The winning ticket number is 684.
All right, folks, it's going to be fourth down for Nash Central. You hear this crowd coming alive for the Griffons. Big play in this ball game. Lee's got 4. Lee takes a snap. He looks for it. Lee's in trouble. And Lee's going down. He is sacked by a pack of Griffons. And it is led by number 70, Denari Harrison. A huge play on fourth down for Rocky Mount. It is a turnover. The Griffons have the ball near midfield.
The Griffons take over on down.
And Rich, that timeout from Jason Battle changed that drive. Rocky Mount was on their heels. They were going backward. Jason Battle said, let's talk about it, and all of a sudden, they were able to shut it down.
And Rocky Mount had the advantage there. They knew Winston was going to have to go back and pass, so they could bring everybody, which they did. Perfect sack situation. Now let's see if they can run out the clock.
And, folks, that is the guy to be going to. Number 8, Tyleek Harrell. He has gotten the big, tough yards tonight for the Griffons. And now, Richard, now we talk about, will there be enough possessions in the ballgame for you? The clock runs. We approach the 6.5-minute mark. Rocky Mount with the ball. You know, the Griffons would absolutely love 4 to 5 yards on every carry. You don't have to break that long run. If you can just churn out 4 or 5 yards a carry, you're going to get first downs. You're going to keep the clock running. Rocky Mount does need a little bit of urgency here, though. They get into the line, it seems like we don't have working play clocks, so I'm just trying to keep this in my head. Toss, sweep, Silver, and he'll get back near the line of scrimmage. Once again, Rich, that toss sweep has not worked much for Rocky Mountain tonight. And now the Griffons face a 3rd and long.
Like you mentioned before, why they're not pounding it straight up the middle, 3-4 yards at a clip, first downs every time, and run out this clock. You're under 6 minutes to go.
Under 6. At this point, a first down basically means you can take about 2 minutes off the clock. Now, Central does have their full array of timeouts. They've got all 3 remaining. Rocky Mount is draining this clock as much as they can. You can see that. Beasley is not being quick to the line. He is taking what time he can. They're trying to burn it down. But now 3rd down, you've got to make a play. And there's Harrell. Harrell puts his head down. Harrell fires forward near the 50-yard line. And it will bring up 4th down, and now a big decision for Jason Battle.
And you see, Wes, that Harrell's getting 3-4 yards every single time he touches the ball.
Harrell has been the water carrier, and Jason Battle's going to leave his offense out there. 4:45 to go. Rocky Mount come to the line. Rich, this is a massive 4th down play. I would not be surprised to see if they're going to go hard count, see if they can get Central to jump and take a timeout.
Absolutely. That's what I was about to say. And they should do it, and they almost jumped right there.
Oh, they almost get them. Beasley making a check, and now you decide, do you go or do you take it? They're going to take this all the way down, and Battle's going to take a timeout. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Yep.
Talking to the official, and they will take the timeout. 4:17 remaining. Rocky Mount has 1 timeout remaining. And now it is decision time for the Griffons. And, folks, while they get ready to make their decision, we've got some good decisions for you to make here, folks. JR's Maintenance, Small Shops Mall and Traded, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, and Nash Community College. Folks, those are decisions, your everyday life decisions when you need to make them. Those are the group of people you go see. JR's Maintenance, Small Shops Mall Traded, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, Nash Community College. But folks, the biggest decision you can make, we know in day-to-day life, is what do you do for your internet? Well, that's an easy question, Richard, because you go with Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side with Brightspeed, title sponsor for the game of the week. Can't be an easier decision than that.
Terrific sponsors that we have here every Friday night.
We really honestly do have the best sponsors.
What's our upcoming schedule for the rest of October?
Well, Rich, not a lot of traveling for the month of October. Next week, we take the long drive to Nash Central High School, see these Bulldogs against the Northern Nash Knights. That'll be a fun one next week. Northern Nash coming in. First time we'll get to see the Knights this season. All right, so it's going to be Buck punting it away. Bad snap. Buck gets it off. They were coming. It will take a Griffon bounce. This ball will bounce inside the 15, be down to the 13. Rich, they were a few inches away, Central, from getting to Christian Buck.
Absolutely.
Buck
close as you can come.
Buck kept his wits about him, and another fantastic punt from both these guys tonight. Christian Buck gets it out.
And in 2 weeks, we will have our first private school
Rich is excited
game of the week.
Folks, we have not seen Faith Christian and Rocky Mount Academy. Honestly, it's been about 6 or 7 years since we've seen that football game. We are going to do it at Rocky Mount Academy this year. We're looking at that one in 2 weeks. And the week after that, folks, what most likely could be the Big East Championship game, the de facto Big East Championship game. We travel to Death Valley and see the Southern Nash Firebirds and the Northern Nash Knights. It is an awesome month of October here on the Game of the Week. Here comes Nash Central, their chance. Lee throws! Incomplete! Jones was out there. Good job defending him by Haney. But Jones looked like he had a step. Haney able to get his hands up and break that pass up.
There was double coverage out there also.
That could have been a big play for Central, though, if Jones able to come down with it. All right, second down.
You don't have to go here for all the gusto and throw those long passes. Keep it on the ground, get your 3-4 yards. You're down only by a score. Touchdown and an extra point could win the game for them.
Plenty of time, 4 minutes, all 3 timeouts for Nash Central. Inside handoff, Rogers still on his feet. He's firing forward. And a nice pickup from James Rogers. And Rich, you saw big number 59, Jaden Whitaker. He threw those hands up. He wanted to make sure that they weren't going to call him for holding. He's like, nope, here are my hands. You're not getting me for holding. Gain of 7, it'll be third down. I'll give him a gain of 6. Lee, quick throw, caught shot. That's Jones. First down. And first down brought to you by JR's Maintenance. Clock stops, 3:24 remaining as they will move the sticks.
Winston Lee has that play down pat right now.
And he does. They have got that quick
been doing it
pass
all night
going.
long.
This 4 wide has been a tough one for the Griffons, and James Rogers dropped in the backfield.
Number 70, Denari Harrison, in on the stop.
And it's Denari Harrison coming up with another big play in the backfield, and he comes up with a little limp. Rich, I don't know if he might have just caught the old cramp, but he's trying to kick it out. Harrison has had some big plays for tonight for the Griffons. He needs to be in that ball game. Lee drops back, 2nd and 14. Lee going deep. Way overthrown. And, the central receiver on the outside, Maurice Parker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
He comes up limping.
Get behind the defense.
I'm not liking those long passes, Wes. Those short seven out passes to the sideline have worked wonders tonight. They decided to go for the long one.
That's been the thing. They have been, your best play on this drive has been one of those quick passes out and let your receivers try to pick up a couple of yards. Central is not connected yet going for the home run tonight. 3rd and 14. Big 2 plays coming up for the Rocky Mountain defense. Winston Lee rolls to his right, has a man, caught, and it looks like Central will pick up the first down. It's going to be Porter. Folks, Isaiah Silver down on the sideline for the Griffons, but he is on the sideline, so that's not going to stop play. That's a big one, though. Isaiah Silver, one of Rocky Mount's best defenders. He does have an interception tonight now. He could be out of this ball game for the moment. Looks like he's cramping up.
Those kind of pass plays is what's going to potentially win this game for the Bulldogs.
Folks, Rocky Mount better figure something out. They've got to get players on the field. Oh, they called a timeout on the field. Folks, I think there's some confusion right now over this timeout on the field. Clock stops 2:39. I didn't see if someone took a timeout. I don't know why you're having an injury timeout when the player's on the sideline. Did Rocky Mount take their last timeout? Folks, all we know is there is a timeout on the field. Rich, we told you the October schedule. Folks, then we get into November. One ball game in November, and folks, it is one that means the world to Wilson County. Fike at Hunt will be our classic season ender. This season we go to Mojo Land Warriors Stadium.
We had a good one last year between those two teams.
We always have a good one with those two teams. Folks, you talk about a bitter rivalry. It doesn't get much more bitter than Hunt Fike. The last game of the year always has something on the line. All right, folks, that was an official's timeout. No one losing a timeout on the board. All right, first down brought to you by JR's Maintenance for Nash Central. Ball on the 37-yard line. Winston Lee rolling to his left. Lee throws across his body. Almost picked. Oh, folks, that would have been massive if Rocky Mount had come up with the football. Tyler Alston had his hands on it. The junior defensive back.
On the breakup of the pass.
Incomplete pass, 2:34 to go. 13-7. Rocky Mount leads Central on the Brightspeed scoreboard. For Central, this could be last chance corral. And they are counting players. We could have an illegal participation penalty coming up. I see 11 on the field for the Griffons. Whew, folks, these officials are, let's leave it at that. Hey, 4 wide for Nash Central. Lee, inside handoff, that's Rogers. Rogers runs right into Harrison. And he gains about a yard on the play, but they wanted a lot more.
Sitting in the bleachers will be escorted out of the playing facility.
And folks, we've got something going on in the bleachers.
Will be escorted out of the playing facility.
Oh Lord, we're not taking our focus off this football game. Third down and 8 coming up for Central. Clock is running. We're at about 2 minutes remaining, and Central's still on their side of the field. Lee rolls out to his left. Lee, little option pass. He's got Rogers. Rogers fighting his way forward. Rogers has a first down and more down the sideline. And Winston Lee, an RPO with the option at the end, flips it to Rogers. And Richard, a beautiful play by Nash Central. They are into Griffon territory. Minute 50 remaining. And Richard, this is the drive of the ball game.
Yeah, and I like it right now. I like the fact that the Bulldogs can run and pass. That makes a whole difference.
Lee looking to go deep.
I don't know why we're going for the home run, though.
Second down.
I still don't like going for the home runs. They've been so successful with that 7-yard pass, the 3 or 4 yard run, first down after first down. You got minute 45. You can actually grind it right now into a touchdown.
The thought is, I guess, see if we catch them napping, go up top, and see if we can make a play. Second down and 10. Minute 45 remaining. Folks, we have a ball game here for you on the game of the week. And Central, Porter trying to figure out where he's supposed to line up. Lee rolling out to his left. Lee steps up. Lee puts it up. And that is way out of play. Incomplete. And once again, they go for the big hitter. Again to Josiah Jones. This one is incomplete. And now Rich, 2 plays to pick up 10 yards for the Bulldogs.
Third down.
Maybe they're going to do the draw play right here, thinking that the defense is looking for that long pass.
Well, when you got James Rogers, no, they're going to roll. Quick throw to the sideline. Incomplete. And Richard, on that one, Lee was looking for Porter. Porter was not looking for the football. And it is 4th down. And folks, this Rocky Mount crowd is getting loud. The press box is shaking. This is going to be the ball game on the line. Who does Nash Central put this ball in the hands of?
No one should be standing on the gate at the front.
4 wide. Man in motion is Kopf. Quick throw. Complete ball bobbled. It's caught. First down. Splitting tackles, that's Maurice Parker, and a huge pickup for Nash Central. Richard at this point, first down at the 19-yard line. Central still with all 3 timeouts. The playbook is wide open for the Bulldogs. A huge 4th down throw and catch from Lee to Parker. Clock runs, minute 25, and just going to throw this one away is Winston Lee. And he didn't have anything out there. Gets rid of it. Smart play by the Bulldog quarterback. Didn't try to force something.
Terrific 4th down play. Terrific play. Clutch.
Absolutely.
Very clutch. They're living dangerously, though. Waiting for the 4th down to get that first down. In that case, a long first down as well.
After the incomplete pass.
And Maurice Parker came up with that catch, but Richard, he was bobbling it for about a step. If somebody hits him right there, the ball game's over. All right, second down and 10. Lee under center, man in motion, hands it off to Rogers. Rogers unable to find much running room. He'll pick up a couple. Clock runs.
Number 22, Amari.
Third down. Amarian Dance with the stop. And it's 3rd down and 8 as we go under a minute remaining here in the 4th quarter. 2 big plays coming up for Nash Central. Under 50. Lee looking to throw. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Fourth down.
And once again, fourth down coming up. Let's see if Chris Lee wants to use a timeout and talk this over. He sends Winston back out there. All right, 4th and 8. Folks, the Bulldogs have lived on 4th down. This Rocky Mount crowd getting loud. Oh, wait, did they get the timeout off? And Central, they do just before the play. And Richard, it looked like there was going to be a false start, but Chris Lee able to get the timeout. So 43 seconds remaining. And Richard, it comes down to this 4th down and 8 play.
Well, Coach Lee was waiting to see what the defensive alignment looked like, and he called it at the last second.
Absolutely. He wanted to see what Jason Battle's Griffons were going to throw out there. And he just got that timeout off. He almost didn't get the timeout off. Folks, big thanks to tonight's game sponsors. JR's Maintenance, the Small Shops Mall and Trade It, Don Bullock Chevrolet, Golden Corral, and of course, Nash Community College. Folks, they say in high school football, the lights shine a little brighter when October gets here, and nothing is brighter than Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side today for Brightspeed. Folks, on the Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week, 43 seconds remaining. Rocky Mount 13, Nash Central 7. The Bulldogs face 4th and 8 from the Griffon 18-yard line. And the game, once again, one play on the line. Because now, using this timeout, Central, with 2 timeouts left, if they give the ball back, they can only stop the clock twice. So this is it. Central need 8 yards to extend it. They need 18 yards to pay dirt. And once again, this Rocky Mount crowd comes alive. Big 4th down play. And is Jason Battle going to use... Okay, no. Okay, Jason Battle going to use his timeout. So both teams now taking a timeout. Battle wanted to see how Central was going to come out and line up, see what he could see. He is going to use a timeout. Richard, as we said, next week, the game of the week goes to see these Nash Central Bulldogs one more time as they take on the Knights of Northern Nash. Our first chance to see the, as of right now, undefeated Northern Nash Knights. Team who made the state championship game a year ago, folks. They don't look like they've slowed down too much. Not quite the juggernaut of a year ago, but still a formidable football team. And we will get our first look at the Knights next week as we travel to the Dog Pound to see these Bulldogs one more time. And in a few weeks, folks, we'll see Northern Nash one more time, and it'll be against the Southern Nash Firebirds. All right, here we go. Let's do this one more time. 43 seconds remaining. 4th down and 8. Griffons with a 6-point lead. They look to seal a victory. Oh, movement up front. Tavoris Parker gets caught moving. Five-yard penalty against Rocky Mountain. Rich, how much is that changing now? Now we're sitting at 4th and 3.
Now you got the little slant pass that you can do, which has been very successful at.
Hand off, Rogers, left side. Rogers slips a tackle. He's got the first down. A JR's Maintenance first down. Central down to the 3-yard line. 7 seconds remaining. Central 2 timeouts. Time is not an issue right now for Nash Central. Lee sets up. Lee hands it off. Rogers fires forward. And he will be stopped short. Clock running, 29 seconds. And Nash Central going to take a timeout. Richard, another 4th down conversion on this drive. Rocky Mount a couple of times tonight, Rich, remember, on the opening Nash Central touchdown drive, it was a penalty that killed Rocky Mount. Will that 5-yarder be the one that comes back to haunt Rocky Mount on this drive?
It's been a good drive for the Bulldogs. I mean, they've done it under pressure, 4th down a few times in order to get that 1st down. And here we go. We're going to be here at the 1-yard line? So is that correct?
I believe they're going to be at the, it looks like they're at the 1-yard line. Folks, can Rocky Mount come up with a goal line stand? They need it. Lee, snap, Lee, toss, and that, Rogers is dropped in the backfield. Folks, clock is running, 15 seconds. Loss on the play, and they're back at about the 3-yard line. Central will take their last time out with 12 seconds. Richard, there have been a few play calls tonight where we just kind of shake our head. You need 1 yard. Why are you trying to get outside on an option? Central loses 2 yards on the play. Richard, it's 3rd down and goal from the 3. But
they have to be very careful here.
Exactly.
Because if they go up the middle and they get stopped, they need that timeout instantly.
Right.
In order to save for one last play of the game. I think they waited a little too long to call this timeout after that last play. But regardless, folks, a very exciting game tonight here at Rocky Mount.
For some reason, I was almost thinking that was their last time out, but they still have one on the board. Huge play coming up for Central. Ball at the 3-yard line. Oh, no, let's put it back at the 2-yard line. 12 seconds remaining. Toss, sweet. Rogers bobbles it. Rogers is down. Rogers is down, and Central take their last time out. 4 seconds remaining. Folks, I don't know. I might have to go back this and count timeouts. I thought that Central was out of timeouts. But they are given a timeout. Okay, folks, loss on the play. That ball is going to be at the 6-yard line. Central back-to-back disastrous plays. And now, Richard, this will be it. No timeouts remaining. 4th down. It is 4th and goal. You win it, you lose it on this play. You win it, you lose it on this play. This could be a season maker for Rocky Mount. 4th down. Lee rolls to his right. He's looking. Winston Lee throw back in the end zone. Caught. No. No good. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Rocky Mount wins it. The Griffons win it. A goal line stand to win the ball game. Painted blue, painted gold. Rocky Mount holds serve at home. Final score: Rocky Mount 13, Nash Central 7 in the game of the year that Brightspeed's Game of the Week has brought you. Richard Sarmiento, we said before the ball game it could be a barn burner, and we got one.
We sure did. That was a fabulous ending to the game. The pass was successful, caught by the receiver just out of bounds. The difference of an inch between a win or a loss for the Bulldogs. The Griffons hold, and they get a big home victory with a terrific second half.
Folks, and we're calling it the absolute game of the year that we've seen to this point. The Griffons hold on. Folks, Central had the ball at the 1 yard line. They had first and goal from the one. They had second and goal from the one and could not get it in.
Wes, how do you like the fact that the Griffons threw a shutout in the second half after Nash Central had thrown the shutout in the first half?
Woo. Folks, Rocky Mount gets it done on a charged night here at Griffon Stadium. Final score, Rocky Mount 13, Nash Central 7. Folks, big thanks to tonight's game sponsors. They got their money's worth. JR's Maintenance, the Small Shop Small and Trade at Don Bullock Chevrolet, Nash Community College, and Rich, loaded up. We're going to Golden Corral for the post game.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, Wes. It was a pleasure being with you tonight. I'll see you next weekend.
Rich, I totally thank you for making your way out tonight. Like you said, we'll see you next week out at Nash Central. Folks, next week we got Knights, we got Bulldogs. We will see how Nash Central tries to answer the bell. A tough loss for the Bulldogs. A big win for the Griffons, folks. This evens both teams out on the season. Both now sit at 3-3. Rocky Mount 2-0 in the Big East Conference.
What a game, man.
Where Central falls to 1-2. Folks, that is going to wrap up our coverage tonight here on the Game of the Week. For Robbie and Dee upstairs, for my man Richard Sarmiento holding it down, folks, I'm Wes Bradshaw, and you have whew, I'll get it one more time, folks. Thank you for joining us on the Brightspeed High School Game of the Week. Good night. We'll see you next week. Tonight's game brought to you on WHIG TV by Brightspeed. Switch to the bright side. Also brought to you by JR's Maintenance, Commercial and Industrial Metal Fabrication Services. Proud to support student athletes. Small Shops Mall, 2619 Sunset Avenue in the former Steinmart building. Dozens of locally owned shops inside, as well as Trade It, now open inside the small shops. Don Bullock Chevrolet, 1920 North Wesleyan Boulevard in Rocky Mount. Doing it the better way at Don Bullock Chevrolet. Golden Corral, 921 North Wesleyan Boulevard, the only one for everyone. The Brightspeed High School Football Game of the Week.
The weak Wi-Fi at my old place led to some regrettable trolling. But here, Brightspeed got me set up with reliable fiber internet that works everywhere. Man, I'm good.
Move to Brightspeed Fiber Internet and switch to the bright side.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
When you're buying a pre-owned car or truck, we know what's important to you. Selection. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected pre-owned vehicles on our website or lot. Dependability. We stand behind our pre-owned with factory or Don Bullock warranty. Price and monthly payments. We can get you in the vehicle that works for your budget. We'll handle all the DMV paperwork, including tags. Look through our inventory. It's updated daily. Third-generation owner and manager on site to help you. Doing business the better way. Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Shop local at Trade It and Small Shop Small. Trade It is stocked fully of gently used items, all backed by a 30-day warranty. Plus, when you shop at Trade It and you bring some items you're not using anymore, you can get paid cash on the spot. Big news, Trade It is also now carrying an entire selection of lab-created diamonds, solitaires, studs, and engagement rings. All at 20 to 40% off the price of mined diamonds. These are actual diamonds just created in a lab. Same sparkle, same chemical composition, same beauty of mined diamonds. Come in and take a look. Next door, you can shop local merchants selling a variety of goods. Or you can open your own retail store at Small Shops Mall with no long-term lease. Locals, shop local at Trade It and Small Shops Mall.
Nash Community College is offering a brand new scholarship to new and current full-time curriculum students. Next NC offers $3,000 covering a full semester's tuition and course materials to North Carolina students making $80,000 or less. So take yourself to the next level by applying to Nash Community College and completing your FAFSA application. For more information, visit nashcc.edu/registration or by calling 252-451-8263.